Did you know that when trees release excessive water into the environment, they create a cooling effect and reduce the temperature of the earth?
Did you know that trees also help in filtering dust and pollution?
Did you also know that each healthy tree acts as a carbon sink that absorbs dangerous gases from the atmosphere?
Thus, a healthy tree is a freestanding air conditioner and purifier.
Most people are unaware of the social benefits derived from forests. Research on the social values of tree planting indicates the potential for improved health through reduction of stress, greater enjoyment, and satisfaction with living and working environments, as well as an enhanced sense of community coherence and environmental responsibility. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, 37 million hectares of forest cover net loss was noted since 2004. 64.4 million hectares of trees were felled from the forest, while 27.8 million hectares of forests were regenerated.
What inspires me the most to deal with environmental conservation matters is, over the years our forests have been depleted immensely. And as the reigning Miss Earth Kenya, I have felt the need to be a part of reforestation of our forests. Our major concern is that when we deplete our forests, it affects various issues in our lives, the waters, it affects our rivers, the rivers dry up, and this becomes a societal issue.
Trees should be a collective initiative for everyone who cares about the future, because we know trees are life and everyone should aspire to live. You can't live in an environment that has no trees. Trees are part of nature and the environment. They are a very crucial part of nature, and everyone must aspire to plant trees.
In Kenya, a considerable portion of wood fuel, including charcoal, is obtained from indigenous forests and from arid and semi-arid lands. The most important forest product in Kenya is wood energy. However, since most wood consumption is for subsistence use, its contribution to Kenya's economy has not been adequately reflected.
Drought due to lack of rainfall. Bare skies and dead waterbeds. Whose problem? Their problem. Whose fault? His fault. After all, it is okay to cut down trees if it is for business. Their fault, their problem, not mine.
I thank all the people from Campaign.mp4 Foundation Trust who came to our school and taught us how to plant trees. When they came, we planted 1,200 trees. Me myself, I planted 4 of them, only one died. Since they came, I knew how to take care of trees. When I go back at home in Cameroon, I'll teach all other people how to take care of trees and how to plant. Tree is life because they provide a lot of things.
It is then that the idea of uniting youths bore ground and the Kagwet Sports Association was formed. Gradually, the need to sensitize them on the values of forest and general environmental conservation was conceptualized, and the Kagwet Foundation Trust was given birth to. Then grew and transformed to the now registered non-profit organization in the late 2011. Its main aim is to improve people's livelihood, such as poverty alleviation, while contributing to the secure social-economic development, ecological stability, and sound environmental management, as well as the carbon trade project. Since then, this mandate has been enhanced to address the wider worsening social-economic and environmental changes affecting the people, hence the name Kagwet, which is derived from a Kalenjin term that means a new dawn.
Kagwet Foundation. Before, when I started, I went to my village in Keyo, Marakwet County, and I found the young men and ladies idle in the market. And I just looked around. They were looking for handouts all over. But I decided to come up with an organization by the name Campaign Association.
I approached Kagwech Foundation Trust a couple of months ago because I really did a lot of research on them. I went to their website, I followed them on Facebook, and I loved the Trees Life campaign, and this is something that I really wanted to be a part and parcel of. When I saw that the cause that they were fighting towards, I did not want to be left behind, and I was privileged enough for them to make me an ambassador to the Trees Life campaign, and from then on we have been doing a lot of work across the country in terms of reforestation, and I'm really, really glad and proud and honored to be an ambassador of the Trees Life campaign. Since we began this initiative from late 2011, we have been able to plant 1,694,305 seedlings, and our main objective is to plant 10 million seedlings in 5 years. We hope that with the help of donor support that this goal will be achieved. Here in Kenya, a lot of societies use firewood as a source of fuel, and we are trying to really prevent that by educating people about alternative methods. As you can see here, this tree has been cut off of its branches because people are using the tree as a source of fuel, and this needs to be prevented. There is nothing more beautiful than being in a natural forest with the fresh air, with the birds singing. It's just beautiful, and for us to destruct this beautiful sanctuary, it's a pity. And that is why I'm doing everything in my power to ensure that we can reforestate all our forest sanctuaries all over Kenya, because this in itself is a gift from God and we need to conserve it as much as possible.
Miti huleta mvua. Mazingira bila miti ni maisha bila mvua, chakula, hewa safi, maisha. Basi mbona tuikate hiyo miti inayotupatia uhai? Si twajua wenyewe.
Kagwech Foundation Trust, also known as KFT, aims at mobilizing the Kenyan community to take concrete action towards improvement of livelihoods, at the same time conserve and profitably manage natural resources, which is in line with Vision 2030 and the Millennium Development Goals. It is on this line that the foundation came up with this noble idea to plant 10 million trees, hence the Tree is Life campaign, to mainly address the devastating effects of environmental degradation and climate changes occasioned by human interference, which has had adverse effects to the communities. The Tree is Life campaign is a part of UNEP's Billion Tree campaign.
Why I came up with the Tree is Life is because as I looked around, I think nothing can survive without the tree.
What inspired me the most to deal with environmental conservation issues is due to the fact that over the years our forest cover has really been depleted. For instance, in Kenya, our forest cover was 11%, but now it's at 3.5%. And this is something that we need to really work towards regaining back our forest cover.
Is at the mercy of illegal loggers. From the outside, this indigenous forest in Keyo South looks intact, but from the inside, it's a forest being slowly hacked from its heart. The destroyers of the forest sneaking to the core with their unforgiving chainsaws and felling down indigenous trees in minutes, trees which have taken decades to mature, some they say up to 100 years.
Hii miti hii imekaa karibu more than 100 years. Mimi mwenyewe ni miaka almost 50 years, na hii miti ilisaidia sisi kwa ajili ya mambo ya mvua.
A cancer which has spread to most forests in the larger Keyo. In what looks like an organized syndicate, we only find the aftermath of the illegal harvest of these natural trees and huge logs, a clear indication that the illegal loggers will come back for this. Is this a clear indication of the slow death of this indigenous forest? In the wake of this destruction, a local environmental conservation group, the Kagwech Foundation, has initiated a program aimed at increasing forest cover in the region.
We are going to sit and build the capacity even in the community itself and make them understand that destructing forests or destroying forests is destroying their lives.
Under the initiative, 3 million trees will be planted each year for the next 4 years to restore the forest. The intervention, which aims at planting approximately 10 million trees, will cover Kipkabus, Singore, Kaptagat, Chepkorio and Kaptarakwa forests.
We are going to launch a campaign of 10 million seedlings. And this we have started right now with 1 million seedlings.
The extent of forest destruction in Keo South is shocking, with illegal loggers felling down indigenous trees, trees which have taken close to 100 years to mature. Judy Kosgei, KTN, in Kiboige Forest, Keo South.
Since we planted trees, I have been almost in tears whenever I see any tree cut down. I have had to replace those that I saw had been cut. I've had to buy others and plant. So anyone who cuts a tree must be ready to plant more than one tree in the place of that one.
My name is Jennifer Wanjiru, and when I grow up, I would like to be like Fiona because I like what she does.
Being the reigning Miss of Kenya, I want to use my title as a platform to be an ambassador of change. Women are most adversely affected when it comes to environmental issues here in Kenya because women have to walk longer to look for water reserves. The rainfall patterns here in Kenya have changed immensely because of our forest destruction. And this has affected our food security in the long run, where this can be prevented by the reforestation of our water towers.
People need oxygen and water for survival. Trees bring rain, give out oxygen, and absorb carbon dioxide from the air. So what happens when we destroy forest cover and emit more carbon dioxide than the remaining trees can absorb? What will happen to us when we cut down the very trees that give us life?
KFT's 10 Million Tree is Life campaign is spearheaded by our ambassadors Miss Fiona Conchela, who was Miss World Kenya 2009 and 2010, and double gold medalist Vivian Cheriot. For Miss Fiona, it has been a tremendous journey with KFT to plant trees to attain our 10 million target, as well as increase the country's forest cover.
I thank the Almighty God for helping us plant trees. If it wasn't for trees, we couldn't be where we are. Also, there are some people who are given opportunity to plant trees, but they cut them down. May I convince you to plant more trees so that we may bring our country up. Also, I thank our principal, Mrs. Anyoni, and Miss Kenya Fiona for helping us plant more trees in our school.
I'm just but one person. We need you, we need us to make a difference. And that is why I advocate for us as Kenyans, for us as Africans, for us as the world to be part of the solution.
In order for us to achieve the 10 million intended within 5 years, we have to partner with everybody. I'm calling upon Kenyans in general, all donors, and anybody who cares about environment to come forward and join Campaign Foundation in this endeavor to complete this campaign.
Therefore, I plead with you, I beg of you, that we as Kenyans, we as Africans, we as the world need to stop cutting down trees.
Be part of the solution. Tree is life.
Verily, a nation that destroys its soil destroys itself. Forests are the lungs of our land, purify the air, and give fresh strength to our people. Tree is life. Be part of the solution.